injustice has befallen your community, and it will remain this way until you admit defeat and surrender your drum.
Hello there. Welcome to Tales by Irene Olaito. And of course, your tale teller is here. The title of today's story is The Golden Drum. Now let's slide into it. In the heart of Africa, where the savannah kissed the sky, lay a charming village, a jewel in the wilderness. This was the home of Adewale, a young drummer whose talent was as vast as the African plains. Adewale, fondly called Ade, was a kind and humble drummer whose drumming was not just music, it was a language that spoke to the hearts of all who heard it. Its rhythms could summon the rain, call the animals to dance, and even soothe a crying baby. Yet, despite his extraordinary talent, Ade lived a quiet life in a modest hut with his aging mother, Mama Ade. Mama Ade, a woman of grace and wisdom, often found herself worrying about her son's future. She knew he was a bright young man, but she worried that the temptations of the outside world might lead him astray from his true calling. Mama Ade hoped that Ade would continue to use his gift for the greater good. One day, the village chief, Chief Lanre, a man of great stature and authority, announced a grand festival to celebrate their bountiful harvest. This festival was not an annual event, but was done once every 10 years to honor the god of fruitfulness in their land. The festival was to be a spectacle of joy and unity, with the highlights being a drumming competition. The prize was something beyond imagination: a golden drum. Rumored to possess magical powers, it was said that this drum could bring prosperity to its owner and the entire village. The news of the golden drum stirred a fire in Ade's heart. This was his chance to change his and his mother's lives forever. He immediately threw himself into practice, drumming from the break of the dawn until the stars adorned the night sky. His mom would go to meet him and beckon on him to take a rest from playing the drum, but Ade was adamant. Even as his hands grew calloused from the relentless practice, he didn't mind. The thought of the golden drum, gleaming and magical, drove him forward. As the day of the festival approached, the village was abuzz with anticipation. Drummers from neighboring villages arrived, each hoping to claim the golden drum. Among them was a boastful and arrogant drummer named Kunle. Kunle was known for his loud, flashy style and had never lost a competition. Walking around the village with others, one of the drummers sighted Ade's hut and told the rest. "Ade," Ola called, "look, we are approaching your house. Would you like us to say hello to your mother?" Ade responded and said, "There is no need. My mother is at the farm. No one's home, so let's keep walking." Kunle scoffed at Ade's mother's hut when he saw it. "Is this where the great Ade lives?" Kunle chuckled mockingly. "No wonder you play like a pauper. Perhaps, with a slight chance, you could win the golden drum and finally rebuild your hut. But that will never ever happen, since I am already here and I know that I will be the winner." The rest of the drummers were surprised at Kunle's attitude. They murmured within themselves. One of them said, "So Kunle is very confident that he thinks he will win the competition, eh?" "So he thinks the rest of us are here to play around, eh? We just came to play around," said another. Ade ignored Kunle's taunt, as he knew he didn't have to engage in petty argument. On the eve of the festival, Ade decided to visit the village elder Iya Idowu for advice. Iya Idowu was a woman of great age and wisdom, having seen many festivals in her lifetime. Iya Idowu, Ade began, I seek your wisdom. How can I ensure my drumming is the best? Iya Idowu smiled, her eyes twinkling with wisdom. Ade, true drumming comes from the heart. Feel the rhythm of the earth, the wind, and the water. Let your drum echo their sounds. But remember, the golden drum has a mind of its own. It chooses its rightful honor. Ade thanked her and left to go prepare for the festival. The day of the festival arrived and the village square was transformed into a riot of colors. The air was filled with the aroma of different traditional meals like amala, gbegiri, ewedu and eforiro, as well as sweet fruits. The villagers and visitors gathered, their faces glow with excitement. Chief Lanre took the stage, holding the golden drum high. It gleamed in the sunlight, its beauty captivating everyone. Let the competition begin, he declared. Drummer after drummer took the stage, each displaying their own unique style. Some played fast and furious, others slow and melodic. Kunle's performance was flashy as expected. He twirled his drumsticks and played with such force that the crowd cheered loudly. He stepped down, smart and confident. Finally, it was Ade's turn. He took a deep breath, recalling Iya Idowu's words. As he began to play, he closed his eyes and felt the world around him. His hands moved effortlessly, the drum resonating with the sounds of nature. The crowd fell silent, entranced by his performance. Suddenly, a gust of wind swept through the square, lifting Ade's rhythm high. Birds began to sing in harmony with his beats, and the trees swayed as if dancing. When Ade finished, there was a moment of stunned silence before the crowd erupted in applause. Even Chief Lanre was visibly moved. As the chief prepared to announce the winner, which was very obvious, Kunle stepped forward, protesting loudly. "This is a trick," he shouted. "No one could summon the wind and the birds. Ade must have cheated." The crowd murmured, uncertainty spreading. Chief Lanre raised his hands for silence. "We shall let the golden drum decide," he said. "The drum will choose its true honor." Chief Lanre placed the golden drum in the center of the square. One by one, the drummers approached, each hoping the drum would acknowledge them. Kunle strutted confidently, but when he touched the drum, it remained silent and dull. When it was Ade's turn, he approached with humility. As his fingers brushed the drum, it began to glow, emitting a soft golden light. The crowd gasped, and Chief Lanre smiled. "The golden drum has chosen Ade," he announced. Kunle fumed, but there was nothing he could do. The crowd cheered, lifting Ade onto their shoulders. Amidst the celebration, Mama Ade wept tears of joy. As Ade held the golden drum, he felt a strange sensation. He heard a voice, soft and melodic. "Ade, You have earned me with your pure heart and true rhythm. Use my power wisely, for it can bring great fortune or great sorrow." Ade nodded, understanding the responsibility that came with his prize. Over the next few weeks, the golden drum brought prosperity to the village. Crops flourished and the village became a hub of joy and celebration. Ade and Mama Ade's heart was rebuilt and they lived comfortably. However, Ade never forgot Iya Idowu's words. He used the drum sparingly, ensuring its magic was never abused. His humility and wisdom won the respect of all, even Kunle, who eventually apologized for his behavior. Years passed and Ade became a legendary figure known as the drummer of fortune. The golden drum remained a symbol of hope and prosperity, reminding everyone that true greatness comes from the heart. But the story does not end there. The years of prosperity that the golden drum brought did not go unnoticed by neighboring villages. Many sought to challenge Ade, hoping to win the drum for themselves. One day, a powerful sorcerer named Tokumbo arrived, demanding a chance to compete for the drum. Tokumbo was known for his dark magic and had a reputation for causing chaos wherever he went. "Ade," Tokumbo said with a sneer, "I challenge you to a drumming duel. If I win, the golden drum is mine." Ade knew he had to accept the challenge to protect his village. The competition was set for the following day, and the village was tensed with fear and anticipation. Iya Idowu visited Ade that night, sensing his worry. "Ade, remember, the drum chose you for your pure heart and true rhythm. Tokumbo's magic cannot defeat that. Play from your heart and all will be well." The day of the duel arrived and the village square was filled with people. Tokumbo started playing a powerful and dark rhythm, his drum beats echoing with sinister magic. The sky darkened and an eerie silence fell over the crowd. Tokumbo laughed wickedly and said, "Ade, darkness has befallen your community and it will remain this way until you admit defeat and surrender the golden drum." When it was Ade's turn, he felt a surge of fear. He began playing and playing for a while, but nothing happened. The sky was still dark. The villagers started wailing as they thought Ade would not be able to break the course. Mama Ade walked towards him and said, "My son, remember the power of your ancestors and the strength within you. I believe in you. Everybody believes in you. Calm down and play with all your heart. Do not be afraid." Ade closed his eyes and took a deep breath. He felt the rhythm of the earth, the wind, and the water. As he played, the villagers felt a shift in the air. The golden drum glowed brighter than ever, intertwining with the skies, which made it seem as if the heavens themselves were dancing to Ade's beat. The birds began to sing again. The sky slowly began to lighten as the rhythm of his beat grew stronger. dispelling the darkness that Tokumbo had cast over their village. The crowd cheered as Tokumbo slunk away defeated. Chief Lanre declared Ade the eternal guardian of the golden drum, ensuring that its magic would always be used for good. Ade continued to use the drum's magic to bring prosperity to the village, and his story spread far and wide. Drummers from all over Africa came to learn from him, and Ade's village became a beacon of hope and wisdom. Now that is the end of today's story. Thank you so much for watching. Before you go, please like, share, comment, follow this page, subscribe to this channel, please and please, I beg you. It is free to follow, it's free to subscribe, it's free to do all the things that I mentioned. I know you can do that. Thank you so much. Until I come your way next time, remain blessed. Bye.
It's Tales by Irene Ulaito. It's Tales by Irene Ulaito. Story, 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 story.